Hello, my name is Chad, and today we are doing dots. This is a workbook that my mom sent to me last week. She knows that I like to do this kind of stuff, so I figured why not make a video of doing it? She would really like that. So the picture works by picking out the color and matching it to the letter. The letters are different sizes, so you just kind of like fill them all in, and you keep doing it until they're all finished. And then you move on to the next color. So there's a little bit of skill involved, but I really don't think you can mess it up, but they probably do get better with practice. I feel like at this point I was putting a good bit of pressure on myself to pick the right picture and to make sure that all of the colors were right and trying to map it all out in my mind. I ended up just kind of going with it and just started. Sometimes that's what we have to do, just take the leap and go. While I was doing this, I realized that it reminds me of bingo, and I love bingo. I actually kind of have a reputation of winning bingo. I don't know if you can, but one night my friend, he knows my reputation while we were out. He took my card and said, I'm going to win, and I took his. I ended up winning on that one, and then whenever I walked back, I picked up another one. I won that one again, so I know it's a weird brag, but, I'm good at bingo. So I really like to do this kind of stuff because you can get caught up in it. It takes a lot of concentration and you really have to find a flow, trying out different things and seeing what works best. But what is best? This is one of my constant issues. Is best being the fastest, the most accurate, the most precise dots? Well, I tried, but I ended up hurting my hand because I was gripping the marker so tight. So is it more than just the marks on the page? Is it my feelings about what I'm doing? Is best thinking really intently, or is it letting my mind drift? What about the colors? Are those the best? Did I pick it right? Well, I never found out because I was asking the ocean about the air. There is no first place and no gold star in dots. There is really no right way. I realized that the ways that I defined what was my best limited my experience. When I focused on my accuracy, it was to the detriment of my wrist. And when I focused on comfort, I sacrificed time. And when I daydreamed, I stopped altogether. It was the doing itself that was the best. When I stopped trying to do my best, I did my best. I noticed when I wasn't hitting my mark, but I didn't stop and scold myself. I put intention into the next one and it worked out better. When my wrist started to ache, I slowed down and adjusted. And when my thoughts started to drift, I let them take over until it was finished. And all of that was the best. There was value in all of it, and finding the balance between it all was the best. Anyways, the whole idea of the dots is really cool. I can normally visualize what something is going to look like ahead of time, but this turned into a puzzle. It was hard for me to see what the dots would look like with color and all filled in. I was just guessing at what would go together. See, the page already knows what it wants to become, and I don't have to figure it out. I just have to show up. See, creation isn't about forcing meaning, it's about trusting that something is already there, waiting for you to notice and bring it to life. I'm not sure if this is corny or cliche, but it has to be mentioned that this draws a parallels with life. I feel like I have all these experiences that seem all over the place, but as I step back, I start to see a picture. I see my individual moments in a grander scene, and as I figure out how they all fit together and choose my colors, each dot becomes more important. But the dots are no longer lonely, and they have purpose. They fit in where they're supposed to because that's where they are, and there aren't any mistakes in the dot game. It reminds me of a painting I bought on eBay. I wanted to decorate my office and find something super cool. So I scrolled around and I finally found something. Whenever it arrived, well, I don't want to say anything bad or discourage anyone, but dang. So although I'm sure that I made them happy by supporting their dreams, it did not go on the wall. It was like $13, so expectations were low, but I was disappointed and bummed out. But the artist did something really cool. They put a thank you card in that was really cute. It had a really sweet note, and I really enjoyed it. They signed it with an amazing nickname, and I actually laughed out loud. I liked it so much that it's on my refrigerator. See, I was looking for art and I found it. It wasn't what I wanted, but what I wanted wasn't what I wanted anyways. And what I got was so much more. It was meaningful and has value that has nothing to do with aesthetics or skill. It means so much to me that I'm talking about it today. By loosening the constraints of my expectations, I was able to see something that had value, something that had depth and story. And if I can do this with some office art, there may be some wiggle room in other areas of life, and that could lead to some really cool things. We're taught that having high expectations keeps us motivated, but sometimes expectations don't lift us up. They block our view. When we expect life to be impressive, meaningful, or a certain way, we stop noticing what's already quietly working. We scan for what should be happening instead of what is happening. And the good things, small moments, small wins, moments of ease get filtered out. Lowering expectations isn't about giving up. It's about loosening the grip. When expectations soften, awareness sharpens. You begin to notice kindness that wasn't dramatic, progress that wasn't loud, and peace that didn't announce itself. The paradox is this: when you stop insisting that life perform for you, it starts offering more. Not bigger things, but truer things. And often that's where the good has been hiding all along. High expectations train us to overlook what doesn't meet our standard we imagined. A good moment becomes not good enough. A calm day becomes unproductive. Something kind gets dismissed because it wasn't life-changing. Lowering expectations isn't settling. It's removing the pressure for life to prove itself. When the bar comes down, reality gets a chance to show up, and suddenly more things count. You notice warmth instead of excitement, enough instead of more, presence instead of progress. And the strange thing is, when you stop demanding that things feel extraordinary, ordinary moments start feeling surprisingly good. The people I work with aren't broken or lost. They're just tired of carrying expectations that don't fit them anymore. Expectations about how they should feel, who they should be, or how life is supposed to look by now. If you're curious, check out growingwithchad.com and we can take the next steps together.